Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. Tonight, these Super Late Models will be taking on the Las Vegas Bull Ring for 125 laps of racing action. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Leeson, and I'm excited to call all the racing action here tonight. Last week, we were at Myrtle Beach Speedway, and we saw Corey Bigley get his second win of the season, leading one of the 125 laps. In a last lap move, he was able to get by first place driver Aaron Johnson and get his second win of the season. So Aaron Johnson ended up finishing second. Eric Tracy took third. Rick Rube was fourth. And then AJ Rogers rounded out your top five. So after last week's race, Corey Bigley is your current points leader, as he should. He's got the most wins out of any of the other drivers. He was the first repeat winner of the season, and he is currently 10 points ahead of Aaron Johnson. So that's still not a very comfortable lead. A lot can happen with 10 points. So if Aaron Johnson has a significantly better race than Corey Bigley, there's a chance that Johnson still has a chance to take the point standings lead after tonight's event. Donald Clark sitting third in points. Fourth is AJ Rogers, and then rounding out your top five in points right now, it is Rick Rube. We see right now in practice Jason Warren on the top of the board with a 14.25. It seems as though Jason Warren has been showing up every other week, so looks like he is here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. He is always fast, just has not broken into the win column this season. That might change here tonight. Now, we do want to thank the supporters of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series, starting off iRacing Performance. Thank you to them for all their support. There you can see their logo in the top right corner of your screen. They help fuel the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. And we'd also like to thank the other sponsor. They sponsor the Big Frig Ice Cold Move the Race that you can see sometimes in our races, and that's Big Frig. And Big Frig, they provide high-quality stainless steel double-wall vacuum-sealed tumblers as well as high-quality roto-molded coolers. Big Frig caters to the customer, whether you are an adventurer, outdoorsman, sports fanatic, or just someone who enjoys a hot cup of joe. Big Frig knows that not every customer is the same, so they design their products to fit your needs. You can take the Badlands coolers along with you to your next barbecue or on your next hunting and fishing trip, and you can also take the Badlands cooler for a long day at the racetrack, or you can take along their 30-ounce Big Frig on a fishing trip, and you can have a cold drink on hand for an all-day excursion. Now, all of their products are made durable with stainless steel construction. Their double-wall vacuum insulation helps with temperature preservation, keeping drinks cold for over 50 hours and hot for 5+ hours. Now, if you are considering purchasing stuff from Big Frig, there are 3 ways you can go about this. You can visit their website, bigfrig.com. You can purchase all of their items directly from there. You can also search up Big Frig on Amazon if you prefer using Amazon, and all of their products will pop up on there. And also, if you prefer shopping at brick and mortar stores, go to their website, bigfrig.com, and click dealer locations, and you can see if your nearest sporting goods store has Big Frig in stock. So, again, if you're in the market for a high-quality tumbler or a cooler you can bring with you on different excursions, hunt and fishing trips, all that kind of stuff, then visit bigfrig.com and learn more. There you go, practice wrapping up. We are getting set for qualifying. And there we go. We are now getting set for qualifying. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time. That best possible lap time will determine where the driver will start in the feature. But in this league, they do things a little bit differently because we have heat races, a B main. So what happens is in qualifying, top 15 automatically advance to the feature. They won't even have to worry about the heat races. But 16th on back, they will have to try to get into the feature through the heat races, and only the top 5 from the heat race will be able to participate in the feature. So Corey Bigley right now on track. He's completed both of his lap times. Fastest was a 14.31, putting him 900ths faster than second place Jason Warren. Matt Telder able to get to third. He ran a 14.51. That'll put Telder 1/10 behind Corey Bigley, almost 2/10. Kyle Martinson in the 07 able to get to third. He is a 10th behind Corey Bigley. Now, if there's going to be one race on the schedule where I think we're going to see beat and bang and aggressive racing, drivers moving each other, I think this is going to be the track. Of course, all short tracks you see that, but because of how difficult it is to pass here, the fact with how tightly the turns aren't very wide, the track is very, very short in length, I think it's going to be difficult to make passes, so drivers are going to have to rely on that front bumper to make moves. I think we're going to see very, very similar racing to what we saw at South Boston. If y'all remember that race, you can watch it on Intensity Broadcasting. All of our replays are saved. That was crazy. We saw lots of cautions, lots of beating and banging, drivers doing each other, and then we saw multiple moves for the lead where drivers gave the person in front of them the bumper and moved them up the track. I think we're going to see a lot of that here tonight at the Bull Ring. See Donald Clark able to get to third with a 14.44. That'll put Clark a 10th behind Corey Bigley. And the Las Vegas Bull Ring certainly is the definition of a bull ring. And this is an awesome track. I'm excited to see what this racing is going to bring for us tonight. We have one more driver that still needs to qualify. That's Aaron Ward in the 21. So we see Aaron Johnson able to get to second. He ran a 14.35, putting him 400ths behind Corey Bigley. Aaron Johnson looking to try to get his second win of the season tonight. Aaron Johnson, I was talking about earlier how similar the racing is going to be to what we saw at South Boston. Aaron Johnson actually won the race at South Boston, so that 21 machine is going to certainly be one to watch out for here tonight. Johnson won at South Boston. He did a little bit of a controversial move where he got into the back bumper of Warren, and that move ended up spinning out Warren, causing him to fall to the back after that race. Johnson was given an EOL for the next race, still got to keep his win. So we know that Johnson, very, very aggressive driver, especially at these really, really tight tracks like the Bull Ring. Now we do have a big Intensity Broadcasting announcement. This month is Intensity Broadcasting's 2-year anniversary month. Now to celebrate our 2-year anniversary, all Intensity Broadcasting merchandise will be 20% off until the end of the month. Now, all you need to do is you need to go to intensitybroadcasting.com, and when you're purchasing any Intensity Broadcasting merchandise, use 2 years, code 2 years at checkout, and you will get the discount. So, if you've been thinking about purchasing something from intensitybroadcasting.com, now is the perfect time. All of the merchandise perfect for birthdays, Christmas. Never too early to get stuff for Christmas. And this is just a way to give back to our fans, old and new, who have been with us for these 2 years and have just supported us for these 2 years. So it's just a way to give back. So again, 20% off all Intensity Broadcasting merchandise until the end of the month. Use code 2 years at checkout. You will get that 20% off. So here we go. It is now time for the B main. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 14.673, it is the 98 of Sam Wetstein in that Hoosier Motorsports machine. Then in second, it's Team Bean's Kevin Dowd. Third, Aaron Ward. Now, since top 5 in the heat race advance, then everybody in this heat race will advance to the feature. So I think this is really just going to be kind of a way for some of the slower drivers to just get some practice at this track in a racing setting. There's no spots on the line. Nobody will get eliminated. It's just a way for some of the slower drivers to get some extra practice in a racing setting. Also, these drivers are fighting for that 16th position, so whoever wins the race will start the highest in the field. So that might be another incentive to win this heat race. I mean, I'd rather start 18th than 16th. I mean, I'd rather start 16th than 18th, so every position counts, and green flag is out there. We see Kevin Dowd taking off, but we see Sam Wetstein able to get under him as we head into turns 1 and 2. Looks like something happened. Wetstein on that start, I don't know if he missed a shift, but he was really, really off pace, but looks like he's gotten everything back together, and he's going to lead the field across the line. We see Laura Biddy Johnson on Facebook says, "Come on, Aaron Johnson." No, Aaron Johnson, he is going to be sitting second outside pole in the feature event. So he's got a great starting position. And actually, the top two is exactly how we finished the race, last week's race. Corey Bigley will be starting first. Aaron Johnson will be starting second. Those two were 1 and 2 last week. But Aaron Johnson doesn't want to finish second. He wants to get that first place spot, then get a second win of the season. We'll see if that happens tonight here at the Bull Ring. Aaron Ward starting to reel in Sam Wetstein for this first place spot. We'll keep an eye out for this battle. We see Ward got a great run there in turns 3 and 4. Looks like Aaron Ward gets a great run off of turn number 2. He's got great corner exit speed. Able to get under Wetstein as we head through 3 and 4. Ward has the nose, able to get a great... Oh, no! Sam Wetstein gets loose into the inside wall. That will bring out the first caution of our B main. Who would have thought with only 3 cars we were going to see a caution? Let's see what happened here. All right, let's watch what happened here. So we were side by side between Wetstein and Ward here on the backstretch. Coming into 3 and 4. We see Wetstein going down the track. Looks like just coming off of turn number 4, car just gets upset, comes out from under him. There we go, just goes around. So that is unfortunate for Sam Wetstein. He falls to the last place spot. Of course, there's only 3 cars, so he doesn't have many people that he needs to pass to get back to first. I know the NFL draft going on tonight. Let us know in the comments who's your favorite NFL team and what position you hope your team picks. Love interacting with the viewers, so that's something that I'm interested in. Lights on the pace car are off, getting ready to go back green here. Aaron Ward restarting on the bottom. Kevin Dowd restarting on the top. Pace car in. Here we go, coming to the green flag. And green flag out here at the bull ring. There we see Aaron Ward taking off. He is able to get clear. We see Sam Wetstein getting a good restart. He gets under Kevin Dowd and gets back to that second place spot where he was before he had that spin. We got 7 laps to go now. Time is running out for Sam Wetstein to make a move. The fact that this track is only 0.3 of a mile, these laps are going to tick off very, very fast. Oh, we see Sam Wetstein getting a great run off of turn number 2. Wetstein, very, very good corner exit speed. That's what's getting him closer and closer to that back bumper. Ooh, Wetstein almost getting into the back bumper of that 99 here. 4 laps to go now. These drivers are fighting for the first place spot. Whoever finishes first will have the best starting position in the feature. They'll start in 16th. I mean, it's not much, but I would rather start in 16th than in 18th. Which is where you would finish if you finish last in this race. Wetstein, he is right there, just waiting for the right opportunity to make a move here. The door is open, he just can't quite get under him. Last lap. Can Aaron Ward bring home the B-Main win? Sam Wetstein, get by him. Here we go through 3 and 4. Wetstein right there. But nope, Aaron Ward is going to secure the B-Main victory. And Sam Wetstein will take the second place spot. So here we go. It is now time for the warm-up. Drivers will get 2 minutes just to get everything dialed in before the feature. Now we'll talk about ones to watch here tonight. First of all, I got to talk about last week's winner, Corey Bigley. Bigley got his second win of the season at Myrtle Beach. I know these two tracks a little bit different. One's bigger than the other, but Corey Bigley, he has looked very, very fast recently, and we know he knows how to get it done. Another driver looking to try to get his second win of the season here tonight is Aaron Johnson. Came up a little bit short last week in a photo finish at Myrtle Beach, but he's trying to reverse the roles and get that first place finish here tonight. Another driver, keep your eye out on, is going to be Rick Rube. Rick Rube going to be in that 81 machine tonight. Rick Rube has been very, very consistent throughout this season so far. Has an average finish of 7th, so always finishing in that top 10. And we'll see if that streak can continue for Rube tonight. Also, can't count out Jason Warren. Warren doesn't attend every single race, but when he does, he is always fast. Speaking of fast, he gets to the top of the board here in our warm-up, with Shannon Wilder in second. But I would probably have to say dark horse pick for tonight's event got to be that 81 of Rick Rube. Definitely think he's got a chance to get his first win of the season here tonight. Here we go. Here is your starting lineup for tonight's event, starting on the pole with a 14.314 as his fastest lap time. It is the 28 of Corey Bigley. He's going to be listed as Billy Bigley. Then in second, it's Superior Performance Motorsports' Aaron Johnson in the 21. Third is Team Peacemakers, Jason Warren in the 32. Fourth, we have the 18 of Donald Clark, and then rounding out your top 5, it is the 07 of Kyle Martinson. Sixth is the 81 of Rick Rube. Seventh is the 2 of Matt Telder. Rounding out your 18, it is Josh the Jet Oswald in the 17. Ninth is Terry Bates in the 8. And then rounding out your top 5, we have Shannon Wilder in the 10, representing Wildfire Racing. Then in 11th, it's Casey Kuntz in the Front Row Racing number 31. 12th is Five Kings Motorsports' Frank Barbary in the 29. 13th, we have Ray Page with Full Send Racing in the 41. 14th is Reaper Racing's William Griffith. And then running out your top 15, we have Kevin Davis. 16th is Heat Race winner Aaron Ward. 17th is Hoosier Motorsports' Sam Wetstein. And then running out your top 18, we have Team Beans' Kevin Dowd. All right. Pace car will be coming in this time by at the Bull Ring. We are in Vegas. So we're going to see some gambling for positions. And, of course, with how small this track is, with how the corner's not wide at all, I think we are going to see a lot of beating and banging drivers using that front bumper. Here we go, green flag out here at the Bull Ring. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off. Johnson gets a great start. I don't know what happened to Corey on that start, but he seemed a little bit off pace. I don't know if he missed a shift, but Corey getting a great run coming into 3 and 4. Almost got into the back bumper of Aaron Johnson there. And we see our first caution of the race is out. So we will see exactly what happened. All right, here we go. We were side by side through 3 and 4 between Martinson and Rick Rube. And then coming off of turn number 4, we see Donald Clark gets a little bit squirrely. That's going to slow him up, and here comes Kyle Martinson. Actually, no. Telder dives it into that corner and hits the rear quarter panel of the 07. Josh Oswald, nowhere to go there. Man, that is unfortunate there for Kyle Martinson. Driver who is running very, very well, of course. It's still early on. We're only lap 5. We've only completed 5 laps, so still a lot of time for Martinson to work his way back up to the field. Here's a little bit of a look at the race info. Oh, nope, we're actually getting ready to go back green here. Aaron Johnson restarting on the bottom. Corey Bigley restarting on the top. Let's see how this goes. Pace car is in. Aaron Johnson restarting on the bottom. Corey Bigley restarting on the top. And green flag back out here at the Bull Ring. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off side by side for second between Warren Bigley. They made some contact there, trading paint, and Jason Warren able to get clear to that second place spot. What did I tell you? We're going to see a lot of beating and banging. That front bumper getting used here tonight at the Bull Ring. Drivers using their chrome bullhorns. Lap time by Aaron Johnson ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 14 point. And oh, there we go. Donald Clark looking very, very fast right now. That time, last time by, he ran a 14, and we see another caution. Oh. All right, here's a look at what happened. So we are watching Kevin Dowd in the 90 machine. He's got Josh Oswald right behind him. And I know Josh Oswald probably a little bit faster than the 90. Ooh. Looks like Oswald just comes up the track a little bit, clips the rear quarter panel of the 90. I don't know if he thought he was clear, but that is unfortunate there for Kevin Dowd, and he slides up the track right up into Matt Telder. So Telder also getting involved in his second incident in a row. Here's a look at the race info. We see 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 21% humidity, cloudy skies, 2 miles per hour wind speed. Track temperatures, very cool since it is nighttime, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are in the wonderful city of Las Vegas, Nevada, at the 0.3 of a mile bull ring. The track's full name is the Bull Ring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Most people just call it the Bull Ring. All right, getting ready to go back green here. And green flag back out there. We see Aaron Johnson taking off side by side for second between Donald Clark, Jason Warren. We see Donald Clark able to get clear. Jason Warren falls to third now. That 18 machine of Clark looking very, very fast right now. See Corey Bigley trying to reel in Jason Warren for the third place spot. Warren had gotten by Bigley previously, so now Bigley trying to get that position back. And another caution flag is out. Let's see who it is this time. Uh-oh, looks like Ray Page has crashed. All right, here's a look at what happened. Here's Ray Page coming into turns 3 and 4. Ooh. We saw that 21 car of Kevin Davis just gets down on that apron and, whoa. Yeah, he just dives it onto the apron and looks like he turns right, just right into that 41 machine. I don't know if they had previously come across each other or what, but unfortunate there for Ray Page. So 18 laps through this thing, we have already seen 3 cautions. That really just shows the nature of the track here at the bull ring. Those tight corners, short track. I mean, it really just encourages beating and banging, and sometimes that beating and banging can go wrong, and we see cars spinning out. Hitting the wall. All right, lights on the pace car are off. We are getting ready to go back green here. Pace car is in. And green flag back out here at the bull ring. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off. We see Donald Clark right behind him, though. Clark actually has Jason Warren on his back bumper. Let's see what Warren tries to do here. Jason getting a great run on entry of turn number 3. Donald Clark reeling in Aaron Johnson. Clark right now. And oh, we see another caution flag is out. Let's see what happened here. So we were side by side between Aaron Ward, Kevin Dowd. Here we go, heading into 3 and 4. Uh-oh, we see Kevin Dowd just pushes way up the track into the outside wall. He's going to hit it one more time there. And there we go. That's right when the caution flag comes out. So, unfortunate there for Dowd. That number 90 machine pretty torn up. So we are now 20 laps through this event. Haven't had much green flag laps, but so far Aaron Johnson has led every single lap in that 21 machine. Then in second, Donald Clark. Third, it is Jason Warren. Fourth, it is Corey Bigley. And then rounding out your top 5, we have Shannon Wilder. So this race so far has gone exactly like I had expected. We've seen a lot of cautions, a lot of beating and banging, trading paint, drivers using their front bumpers. And I think we're going to see all of this even more amplified at the end of the race. All right, lights on the pace car are off. Getting ready to go back green here. Aaron Johnson restarting on the bottom. Donald Clark on the top. Behind them, it's Corey Bigley, Jason Warren. And green flag back out here at the bull ring. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off. We see Jason Warren on the back bumper of Donald Clark trying to get by him for that second place spot. We see Kyle Martinson able to get to fourth. Martinson got involved in our first caution, but look at this. He's made his way all the way back up to the field to fourth. Now maybe about to make a pass for third. And we see our fifth caution of the race is out. So let's see what happened here. All right. So we are watching Kevin Dowd, who continues to just get involved in incident after incident, as you can see from his torn-up race car. Here we go, coming off of turn number 2. Wetstein looking low under him. On the backstretch, he's going to try to make a pass as we head into 3 and 4. Oh, and we see Dowd just comes way down the track into that 98 machine, spinning them both around. Both drivers, bad luck continues. You see Lord Biddy Johnson on Facebook says, "Let's go, Aaron." So far, Aaron has led this entire race so far, although we haven't gotten many green flag runs. I mean, he's still been able to hold the lead, even with all these restarts that we've had. So, shout out to Aaron Johnson for keeping the lead, even though the field has been stacked up 5 times already. 6 times if you include the start. One driver. So far, our top 5 is pretty much all of the contenders that we've seen all season long. Aaron Johnson, Donald Clark, Jason Warren, Kyle Martinson, Corey Bigley. All of our winners this season. And then our driver that has finished, has been running in first, second, third for a lot of this season when he's been racing. That's Jason Warren. All right, we're getting ready to go back green here. Aaron Johnson restarting on the bottom. Donald Clark restarting on the top. Pace car is in. And green flag out here at the bullring back out, I should say. And we see Donald Clark right on the back bumper of that 21. That 18 got a good restart, taking advantage of it, trying to... And we see another caution flag is out. 6th caution of the race. We are 36 laps through this thing. So here we go, watching Ray Page in that 41 machine. Here we go, heading into turns 1 and 2. He's got, and oh, look at that. Casey Kuntz just self-spins heading into turn, oh, nope, looks like he got some help. Aaron Ward gets into the back bumper of Kuntz heading into turns 1 and 2, sending that 31 around. We see, and then Ray Page just has nowhere to go. So that is unfortunate. So far, this has been, seen a lot of cautions. 6th caution of the race. And, if a whole caution sequence takes, 4 laps, that's 24 laps under caution, might even be more. So, a lot of this race has been spent under caution. Hasn't been a ton of green flag runs. That might change here coming up. Aaron Johnson will be leading the field back to green. Outside of him, it's Donald Clark. You see Chuck Johnson says mac and cheese for the win. Yep, we see Aaron Johnson running that I Love Mac and Cheese and More car. Looking to try to bring it to victory lane for the 2nd time this season. Green flag back out. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off side by side for 2nd between Martinson. Clark Martinson had that great starting position. He restarted inside 2nd row, so he was able to hang that 18 on the outside. He gets clear to the 2nd place spot now. So now Kyle Martinson is setting his sights on your 1st place driver, Aaron Johnson, and another yellow flag is out. 7th caution of the race. See what happens. Here's the 41 of Ray Page heading into turns 3 and 4. And, ooh, looks like Casey Kuntz gets into the back bumper of Ray Page. So that is going to bring out our 7th caution. It's looking like we are on pace to hit double-digit cautions by the end of the race, maybe even more than that. Or even more than 10. I don't think we'll get into the hundreds, of course. Yeah, we are at lap 45 right now, and we have had 7 cautions. That is crazy. One driver who's loving it is Aaron Johnson, because he hasn't had a lot of green flag runs, and that allows him to... I mean, every single time they bunch the field back up, or every single time there's a caution, it doesn't really give a lot of time for the second and third place driver to get up to him. So Aaron Johnson loving on these cautions. He hopes they just keep coming out for the rest of the race and he can get the win. Alright, lights on the pace car are out. We are getting ready to go back green here. Looks like Race Control has opted to have a single file restart this time in efforts to clean up the racing a little bit. We'll see if it works. Pace car is in. And green flag back out here at the bull ring. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off. And he got a great restart, but we see Kyle Martinson reeling him back in. Got a battle for third going on. Warren trying to get up there to Donald Clark. Field pretty spread out right now. Corey Bigley trying to get up to Jason Warren for this 4th place spot. Bigley has had a rough race so far after starting in first. He has lost 4 positions since the green flag drop, hoping to make some of them back up. We see Donald Clark just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 14.39, so these tires just now coming in. I think if there's a time to make a move, it is right now with how fresh these tires are, with how fast these tires are. I know with all these cautions coming out, it's made tire saving pretty easy. Kyle Martinson getting up to Aaron Johnson. And I know Martinson, Johnson raced with each other a lot, whether it's been an ITZR or here. And I think right now what's going through Martinson's head is he's thinking, what's worked for me when trying to get by this driver? What has not worked for me? What are his tendencies and how can I use them to my advantage? And Martinson studying all that with Johnson. I know, like I said, these two probably have raced a lot of race. And we see another yellow flag is out. So here's a look at what happened side by side between Kevin Davis and then Matt Telder and Josh Oswald. Here we go, heading into 3 and 4, still side by side between Davis and Telder. Let's see. Guess it happens heading into 1 and 2 here. I'm not sure if we're looking at the right incident. I think this is it. Nope, we were looking at the wrong incident. Let's see what actually happened. Sorry about that. Alright, this is the actual incident right here. We're watching William Griffith. Looks like in 1 and 2, car just comes out from under Griffith, gets sideways. And Ray Page's bad luck continues. Oh no, he actually misses it. But we see, and Casey Kuntz also barely misses it. But unfortunate there for... And green flag back out here. Aaron Johnson taking off. We watched the battle for a second between Kyle Martinson, Donald Clark. Donald Clark right there, looking to try to set up the pass. Donald Clark started this race in the 4th place position, able to get by Corey Bigley and Jason Warren. Next stop is to try to get by this 07 machine. Clark trying to set something up here. I know he's looking to see what Martinson is doing, looking to see where he's braking, where he's lifting, getting back into the gas, trying to use that to his advantage. Wherever Martinson's getting back into the gas, Clark might want to try to get into the gas a little bit earlier than that, just to get a better run off the corner. And we are halfway through this thing. I think now is the perfect opportunity to turn up the volume and pump up the intensity. Here you'll get to see the sights and hear the sounds of the racetrack. Here we go. Well, looks like while we were doing pump up the intensity, there was another caution that came out. So, see what happened here. Looks like Kevin Davis has crashed. Let's see what happened to him. Here's Kevin Davis heading into turns 3 and 4. Or no, this is turns 3 and 4. Just gets loose. All on his own. No help from anyone. I don't know what happened. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's unfortunate there for Kevin Davis. He's had a lot of bad luck tonight. I mean, it's kind of hard to find a driver who hasn't been involved in a caution tonight. We've had 9 cautions in only 68 laps. We're about to hit double digits for when we have our next caution. So, that's pretty crazy. We see Shailene Clark on Facebook says plus. I have no idea what that means. Is that like a code or something? I don't know what that means. I don't know I don't know if she, like, accidentally, like, typed something on her keyboard, but it says plus on. And we are getting ready to go back green here. Aaron Johnson restarting on the bottom. Kyle Martinson restarting on the top. Behind them, it's Jason Warren, Donald Clark. Let's see what happens here. Pace car is in. Green flag back out here at the bull ring. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off. He has Kyle Martinson right behind him. Martinson has been trying to set up a pass on this 21 machine for quite some time now. The restarts haven't really helped that too much, and he didn't really get too much of a good run on that restart, but he is still right on the back bumper of that 21. Remember, with the fact that how small the bull ring is, we've seen a lot of drivers use the chrome horn so far. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Kyle Martinson do the same. The bull ring really encourages aggressive racing, so I think we might see that for some of our drivers up front, especially since we are past the halfway point now. I think the word give is going to come out of is going to get removed from a lot of these drivers' vocabularies, and I think we're going to see a lot of take here for the rest of this race. Right now, top 5 all tightly compacted with each other. You could throw a blanket over 1st through 5th right now. This is some great racing. 75 laps through this event. The 07 of Kyle Martinson just trying his best to find something, but it is so hard to pass here at the bull ring. We're really seeing that come into play tonight. I know, I've heard about the bull ring a lot because the bull ring is an epicenter that's the headquarters, Las Vegas is, for Bandolero and Legends racing on the West Coast. And I actually drive a Bandolero in real life, so I hear a ton about this place. And it's cool to see that it's on iRacing, and there's a lot of great Bandolero and Legends drivers, and a lot of NASCAR Cup drivers have driven Bandoleros and Legends on this track. Or for those of them that grew up on the West Coast, it's a very prominent track with that style of racing. So again, cool to see it here on iRacing. But we look back here to this battle for the front between Aaron Johnson and Kyle Martinson. Aaron Johnson has led pretty much this entire race so far. Nobody has been able to get by him. But we were saying that last week at Myrtle Beach, and then the last lap happened. And Corey Bigley able to get by Aaron Johnson on the outside on the last lap. That was a crazy finish there. Martinson almost getting into the back bumper of the 21 there. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing Kyle Martinson try to move Johnson with his front bumper. We do want to once again thank all the supporters of the Thunderstruck. Shock iRacing Performance, thank you to them for helping fuel these Thunderstruck Super Late Models tonight. And also, thank you to Big Frig for all their support for this league. I know Big Frig, they provide high-quality stainless steel double-wall vacuum-sealed tumblers as well as high-quality roto-molded coolers. Big Frig, they cater to the customer, whether you're an adventurer, outdoorsman, sports fanatic, or just someone who enjoys a hot cup of joe. Big Frig knows that not every customer is the same, so they design their products to fit your needs. Take the Badlands coolers along with you to your next barbecue or on your next hunting or fishing trip, or take along their 30-ounce Big Frig on a fishing trip and have a cold drink on hand for an all-day excursion. Now, all of Big Frig's products are made durable with stainless steel construction. Their double-wall vacuum insulation helps with temperature preservation, keeping drinks cold for over 50 hours and hot for 5+ hours. Now, if you want to purchase products from Big Frig, you can visit their website at bigfrig.com. That's one of the ways to do it. You can purchase items directly from there. You can also type in Big Frig on your search bar on Amazon, and you can find all of Big Frig's products on there. And also, you can click on dealer locations on their website, and you can see if your nearest sporting goods store has Big Frig in stock. So again, if you're in the market for a high-quality cooler or tumbler, Big Frig is the way to go. Now, we saw a lot of stuff was going on while we were reading that ad. It looks like we saw some passes since we couldn't really, let's see. So we were side by side between Kyle Martinson, Jason Warren, Donald Clark able to get by Martinson, and Warren just follows right behind that 18 machine. So now Martinson has fallen to 4th, Jason Warren to 3rd. We watch now this battle for 2nd between Donald Clark and Jason Warren. Warren started in this 3rd place spot, but got passed by Clark. So he's trying to get back by that 18 machine. Warren has been fast all race long. And he's also done a good job at saving those tires, and he's really looking very, very fast right now, coming to the final 25 laps or so of tonight's event. Warren trying his best to get by that 18 machine. He's also getting some pressure from the... Oh, and there we go. Warren looking low as we head into 3 and 4 on the rear quarter panel to the door. Equal now, coming off of turn number 4. Side by side. We see right now Warren has the nose coming off of turn number 4. We see Clark fighting back on the outside. And there we go. Warren able to get clear. And Corey Bigley is going to follow right behind. And oh no! Donald Clark gets loose. And wow, what a save! I thought he was going to hit that inside wall there, but he saves it. He also loses a position to Kyle Martinson. But looks like the 18 able to save it. No caution flag comes out. Shout out to Donald Clark for that awesome save there. We look now to the battle for 2nd between Corey Bigley and Jason Warren. Aaron Johnson, by the way, he is running away from the rest of the field right now. He has a 1-second lead, almost 2-second lead over 2nd place Jason Warren. He's flying by lap traffic right now. With 22 laps to go, watch out for that 21. Corey Bigley right there on the back bumper of Jason Warren. Bigley hasn't really been up in the top 3 for a lot of tonight's event, but here he is with 20 laps to go, trying to make something happen. See Laura Biddy Johnson on Facebook says, that's right, go 21, go. Aaron Johnson came up just a little bit short last week at Myrtle Beach in a photo finish. He does not want to come up short tonight. He wants to get that win, and it's looking pretty good. He's got a 1-second lead on Jason Warren, and if Warren and Bigley continue to battle, that's just going to continue to slow both of them down. Johnson, if he wins tonight, he will get his second win of the season, and he will tie Corey Bigley for most wins this season. Bigley got his second win last season. And Aaron Johnson, he is so good at these kinds of tracks, at these really short tracks. And I know Johnson, he won, his only other win was at South Boston. And we saw Johnson get the win there. Both tracks very similar. I said it in the beginning of the stream. Both tracks very similar. Whatever racing we saw at South Boston, we're going to see racing a lot like that here tonight at the Bull Ring. And I was correct. We've seen a lot of cautions, a lot of beating and banging, and it's been awesome. And I think it's just, we're going to continue to see lots of battles, especially for this second place spot coming to almost 10 laps to go. Uh-oh, looks like Warren blinking a little bit, coming to 10 laps to go. Hopefully that does not pose a problem. I know if you're that third place driver, Corey Bigley, it's very difficult when the person in front of you is blinking, because on their screen they're disappearing and then reappearing, and it's hard to know, oh, am I below them? Like, where am I in contrast to where they are? Because if they reappear, I'm worried that I'm going to run into the back of them. I know that all is going through Corey Bigley's head right now. I know right now, Corey, he's just thinking back through his head of all the times he's had to get by Warren and what has worked for him, what is not. What is he going to need to do with a track like this where it is very hard to pass, and really the only way is to use that front bumper. We got 7 laps to go now, and the 21 car, it's looking pretty good for him to get his second win of the season. He's just got to keep it clean and just try to stay ahead of second and third, and he should be good. No mistakes, though, for that 21. One mistake, and it might cost him his race. He won't have any sort of time to get back up there. Five laps to go now. Can Corey Bigley get by Jason Warren? They're coming up on some lap cars. We might see Bigley try to use one of these lap cars as a pick and making a pass on Jason Warren. We got 3 laps to go now. Corey Bigley trying his best to get by this 32 machine. Two laps to go now. Corey Bigley, can he? Final lap. Aaron Johnson looks like is going to get his second win of the season, but we have our eye out on this battle for second. Jason Warren, Corey Bigley, and it's looking like Jason Warren is going to get second. Corey Bigley is going to take third. Here's a look now at the Big Frig Ice Cold Move the Race. Jason Warren able to get under that 18, executes everything perfectly. No contact, he makes a clean pass, and able to get clear. So that is the Big Frig ice cold move of the race there. That move ended up getting Jason Warren his second place finish. But here we go. Aaron Johnson, your winner here at the Bull Ring, getting his second win of the season, and all the SPM drivers having some fun on the front stretch. We see Laura Biddy Johnson on Facebook says, whoop whoop. Way to go, Aaron. Mama is proud. Aaron Johnson, great race tonight. I believe he led from flag to flag, and he gets his second win of the season. He is really, really good at these 0.4 of a mile or less tracks. All right, folks, it is now time for the driver interviews. We will start off by pulling in your third place finisher, Corey Bigley. Corey, this is Atlee in the broadcasting booth. Do you have a copy?
Hey, Atlee.
I got you loud and clear. Well, what a great race tonight. I know you started on that pole, and Johnson able to get by you on that start, and you kind of fell back a little bit for that time when we had a ton of cautions, but then when we saw that long green flag run, you're able to get position after position. You got by Martinson, then we saw Donald Clark got loose, had a little bit of a slip up. You were able to get by him, and for those last few laps, you were sitting behind Jason Warren trying to get by him, but it's so hard to pass here at the Bull Ring. You just couldn't quite get by that 32 and ended up settling with third, so didn't quite finish where you started, but still solid performance here tonight. What was your take on tonight's event?
Oh, it was good. I just wanted the longer green flag because I knew I was good on the longer runs. I just, at first, I know I didn't get a good start. I just didn't want to drive it in there that hard in the beginning because I knew he had a better start, but I had to just wait forever for the green flag. And I just didn't get a good start at first. And then when you're up top there, it's just so hard to get a good start up top and to get down so quick. That's why I got all the way fell back to fifth on a restart. And then I stayed there. We stayed there, and the other two guys said they burned their right rear tires off, and I wasn't really spinning the tires off the corner. I was kind of just keeping the right rear underneath me, and because that's the track you need to keep the right rear underneath it and not spin them, and that was hurting them. They were getting free, and I wasn't really that free, and I just had a ton of drive off, and I was all over Warren. I had one time I peaked, and I tried, and I just wasn't there, and I just backed off, and I ain't gonna run him over. He's a good teammate and all that. They are. And yeah, it was good racing. I just needed a little bit more laps. I think we just needed a longer green flag I did for earlier, and I would have been fine.
Yeah, we saw 9 caution in tonight's event. Were you expecting as many cautions as we had?
Not really. Yeah, because I ran there before in a different series, and we had a lot of cautions at first, and it's just it's hard. If we like you said, if we single filed out early, it would have been fine because we've been all just not driving so hard, we've been driving hard. But yeah, I just got to thank all the people at my Reveille Racing, SPM, Pope, all them, just all the guys that I race with. It's just all the guys that helped me out. I've been getting better and better, and I've been on the podium every time in this series.
Wow, keep it up, man. I think with the fact that you finish on the podium every single race, I mean, you're the points leader. Yeah, you have an average finish of third, so yeah, you definitely have finished on the podium every single race. You've had a great season so far. Continued that momentum tonight. I still think you're definitely one of the championship contenders. I mean, good luck for this rest of the season. Keep up the good work, man.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Well, that is going to do it for Corey Bigley. Let's now pull in your second place finisher, Jason Warren. Jason, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Going on pretty good in the booth. We had a great broadcast night, a lot of great racing. I know early on we saw a lot of cautions. You were sitting in that second place, or sitting in that third place spot for a lot of tonight's event, trying to get by Donald. Donald was really, really fast that first portion of the race, and then we saw he kind of burnt off his tires a little bit. You were able to get under him. You got by him, and we saw Clark had a little bit of a mishap, and you were able to drive away from him. But then eventually, Corey caught up to you. He was on your back bumper. Corey just was trying to get by you, tried to move you a couple times, but he just couldn't quite get by you, and you ended up holding that second place spot. Had a great race. I know you got one more position than where you started, so that was good. You finished ahead of where you started, so that's definitely an accomplishment. You couldn't quite get up there to Johnson, but still, fast run tonight. What was your take on tonight's event?
Yeah, it was a good race overall. It started out pretty rough. I think Kyle may have burnt his stuff up. Then I think Donald burnt his stuff up, and then I burnt mine up trying to get by Donald. Just hard racing. It's really, you get on a good 35, 40 lap run on this track with constant turning. You're going to heat your right front up if you overdrive the corners, and really heat your right rear up if you get on the throttle too early. You just got to kind of pick and choose your battles. Aaron ran a great race. Immediately right off the bat, he got a great start on Corey, and that was all she wrote.
Now, I know I said earlier in tonight's event, this track, the racing is going to be a lot like South Boston. Both tracks are very, very similar. I know you were very, very fast at South Boston as well. I mean, what do you think makes you so good at these kinds of tracks, the less than 0.4 of a mile tracks?
I just like these smaller-ish bullring type tracks. Pretty good at trail braking and all that. I just really enjoy them. It's really all there is to it. Just tough, hard-nosed racing, side by side, close quarters. It's probably one of my better tracks on iRacing. Just couldn't get the win tonight, unfortunately.
Now, before I let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, big shout out to Velocity Motorsports. We're a new team. Aaron Johnson's my teammate. Shannon Wilder got top 5 as well. We got 3 of the top 5 tonight. Sam had a good run. So did Oswald. Ray Page struggled a little bit, but he'll be perfectly fine. It's a big shout out to them. Shout out to SPM and Shock Eye Racing. They support us. Great people. You for doing the broadcast. Huge shout out to Kent Hunley and Shock Eye. He provides the setups for us. We literally couldn't do this without him. Yeah, you, Intensity Broadcasting, Big Frig, of course, Kai Shappert, all the sponsors, Oswald. I'm an admin on this league, but Oswald does probably 85 to 90% of the work. So huge shout out to him. And that's about it. Velocity, baby.
Well, again, congratulations on the runner-up finish here tonight, Jason. Have a great rest of your night.
You too. Take care.
Take care. And now let's pull in your winner from Hueytown, Alabama. It is Aaron Johnson. Aaron, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow. Second win of the season here tonight at the Bull Ring. What a great race for you tonight. I know you started in second, but you led every single lap because you were able to get by Corey on that start. Had a great start on that outside, and you were able to, and you led the rest from the way after that. I know we saw a lot of cautions in those first 60 to 75 laps, and I know that tire saving didn't really play a key factor then, just because there wasn't really too many green flag laps, and laps with all these cautions. You were able to keep the lead, but then we saw that green flag run happen, and you really got away from the rest of the field. Ended up finishing with a 1 second lead over second place Jason Warren. I know we saw Martinson, Warren, Clark were all up to you for a little bit, but eventually you got away from them, and you just did a really good job at saving those tires and end up getting your second win of the season here tonight at the Bull Ring. I mean, what was your take on tonight's event?
Yeah, it was a great race. I mean, other than the cautions, I mean, it's going to happen here with being a short track as it is, little Bull Ring. Yeah, I had to save a little bit of tire just to manage to keep them behind me. I really just rode most of the way, and then about maybe 30, 40 to go, I started just to go. I really had that pressure from Kyle, then Donald, then everybody who came up and challenged me, Jason. But from that start, that Corey slept on the start or whatever, I never looked back.
Now, it seems your other one that you got this season was at South Boston, a very, very similar track to this. Both tracks, bull rings, 0.4 of a mile or less. And what's the secret to these tracks? What makes you so good at them?
These little tight, little bull ring tracks, I'm just always been good at them. Just, I don't know what it is. I guess been growing up around them, just picking up how you can drive them.
Now, before we let you go, Anders, any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, I got to thank Velocity Motorsports. I know we got a couple guys. This is our first, new team starting and everything. Got to thank Jason for putting me on this team. All the guys at Velocity, all the guys at SPM, and Shockeye. Ken Hunley does a great job. Daniel Pope does too. Got to thank Josh Oswald and Jason Warren for putting on this league. For you for broadcasting. I'd like to thank my wife, my mom, and my dad. Everybody just watching this race and everything that keeps going.
Well, again, congratulations on the win tonight, Aaron. Have a great rest of your night.
You too. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right, well, that is going to do it for tonight's event. Thank you for everyone that tuned in to watch the broadcast tonight. First of all, thank you to the two sponsors of the league, iRacing Performance and Big Frig, for all their support of the league. And make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,500 followers on Facebook, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 followers on Twitch. Also, make sure to give us a visit on Twitter and give us a follow, as we're trying to reach 100 followers on there. Always dropping polls, always interacting with our viewers on there. In fact, we actually just dropped a poll today, so go respond to that. Again, Intensity Broad 1 on Twitter. And then also check out our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. There you can find merch from your favorite broadcaster and all the amazing leagues that we broadcast. And remember, from now to the end of the month, if you use code 2years at checkout, you will get 20% off on any purchase of an Intensity Broadcasting merchandise, because Intensity Broadcasting is turning 2 years old this month. This is Intensity's 2-year anniversary, and it's just a way to give back to our followers, new and old, who have helped support us over these 2 years. So now it's the perfect time to get some Intensity Broadcasting merchandise. Perfect for birthdays, perfect for Christmas, and just perfect gifts. So again, intensitybroadcasting.com is the place to go to pick up your Intensity Broadcasting merchandise. 2 years at checkout, you get the 20% off discount. I'm Atlee Atman-Least on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.